Hello everyone, welcome back to MalStorm Gaming. My name is Malika Gardner. Today, I am super excited. After multiple years of waiting, I finally have my copy of Frosthaven just arrived in the mail today, and I'm going to be unboxing it for you all. Without any further ado, let's get in and open up this box here. Started to cut it, but I haven't opened it yet, so let's go ahead and open it. And it is heavy, but it is also a beauty. So this is really cool. Very much looking forward to seeing what all is in here. There is a ton of stuff, I am sure. So we have the main box here, which is huge, massive. I'm going to bring up my copy of Gloomhaven, and we'll compare those. Alright, so this is my copy of Gloomhaven, and that's it compared to Frosthaven. So significantly bigger. So you can see there. Alright, so this is a massive box. According to UPS, this weighs 36 pounds, and I believe it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the box here. Welcome to Frosthaven. The only outpost in the unforgiving north is on the brink of destruction. Harried by vicious, mysterious threats on all sides, Frosthaven would need great warriors and leaders to survive the coming winter. Unfortunately, all it has is you. A group of haunted wanderers with nowhere left to go. Can you fight back the invaders and build a thriving community? Or will the Frost claim all? Frosthaven is a cooperative campaign game of tactical combat and branching narratives in a unique fantasy world. You'll need to take your party of hardened mercenaries through a vast series of scenarios offering deep gameplay without dice against fully automated enemies. Along the way, you will build up the outpost of Frosthaven, protecting its citizens from attacks through a multitude of useful structures. Inevitably, your mercenaries will retire, and you will continue the adventure by selecting new characters from the 17 different classes available. The possibilities of the North are near endless, and it's just waiting to be explored. And Gloomhaven is not required to play, which is important. Over here, we have 138 scenarios, 17 playable classes, over 2,500 cards, 64 different types of enemies, an evolving map board, and 18 detailed plastic miniatures. So, a ton of stuff. So, let's go ahead and open this up. There isn't any shrink wrap or anything, it's just fastened by these little sticky circles here. Alright, so we have a Welcome to Frosthaven sheet here. So, stop! Read this before you do anything else. There is a significant number of components in this game box. I feel like that's an understatement, and it's important to make sure they're organized before your first game. This guide will show you how to organize everything so you can start playing as quickly as possible. Beneath this guide, you'll find 4 books, 5 sticker sheets, a pad of campaign sheets, and a map board. Do not break the seal on the puzzle book or look too closely at the sticker sheets until instructed to do so. You'll have some trays with lids, and just has all the different instructions on setting your box up. Because just like in Gloomhaven, I am sure this will be a task to do so. But from what the campaign updates are saying, it should be a better storage solution than it was in Gloomhaven. Actually, if you look here, there's a diagram of how everything should fit back into the box. There's a lot of stuff there. So, Gloomhaven had nothing like this, and you kind of had to rely on your own intuition or the advice of others online. So, very happy to see that sheet in the box to be able to, kind of give you some guidance. So we have this nice rulebook here. I like how this is bound. Very nice here. 83 pages of rules total. So lots of rules. If you've already played Gloomhaven, I'm sure this won't be too much of a problem for you, but there are definitely some significant changes made here. So we have our puzzle book that we were instructed to not open, so I'm not going to do so. I want to keep this as spoiler-free as reasonably possible. So we have a section book, which again, keeps spoiler-free, but this is a random page here, just showing you different sections. We have a nice beefy scenario book. Alright, some good stuff there. And again, I want to keep this as brief as possible, as well as being as spoiler-free as I can be, while still being able to reasonably show you what is in the box here. So we have our campaign sheet, and this is much more in depth than Gloomhaven's campaign sheet, of course, because you have to manage the town and everything in it. So quite a few stuff here. You can mark your soldiers, you have your defense value, town guard perks, morale, and these are all the same. You have quite a few of these, so you can play through the game about 5 times without needing to print off more of these. Got our nice Frosthaven map here. Let's see if I can fit all this onto the camera. So this is really cool. So at the top here we have a lot of space for different scenario stickers. But then moving down here we have the actual town here where you can put all of your building stickers and upgrades and such as you build up Frosthaven. So very, very cool looking map there. Alright, so we have a, looks like these are stickers that you'll like put in the rulebook as you can unlock new features or rules maybe. So don't look too closely at those. These are the enhancement stickers that you can use to upgrade your cards, so you can improve the damage values, add on some different mana, or give it wounding so you can burn people or something. So lots of cool stuff there. Some more campaign scenario based stickers. Your instructors to not look too carefully at those, so it's not. This, I believe, is our alchemy board. You can punch those out to reveal what different recipes there are. Again, don't look too much like that. Okay, we have our trays here. And we have a smaller one put inside here for all the tokens and everything. Gloomhaven didn't have anything like this, so you're using little baggies or a wooden insert if you had one of those. So definitely prefer having these actual trays be included in the game. Okay, lots of these, look at 5 of these. These are kind of, I'm not entirely sure what this is. Are these scenarios, maybe? So this is a scenario checkbox, and the different storylines, maybe. So different icons and such. So this might be where you get your scenario stickers. On the front there, you just have a. So yeah, I guess those are the scenario numbers and kind of a flow chart. So we have 5 of these. So pretty cool way of hiding all the stickers. Then we have several layers of punch board. Now, something I really appreciate. Whoa, okay. Something I really appreciate is this right here, this little divot. They all have this, and it goes all the way down. So you can just pick them all up like that, or pick them one at a time, which is very great instead of it being instead of the punch board being the exact same size and shape as the box, and then it's really difficult to kind of have to push out on the box to actually get it, get your finger in there. This is actually really nice. I don't know why more people don't do this. But as you saw there, the punch board comes out really easily. This piece just fell out as soon as I picked it up. And man, these map tiles look fantastic. The Gloomhaven map tiles, I wouldn't say they're ugly, but they were kind of drab. They wasn't too, too much going on. In there was, there's some little items maybe scattered on the floor, but these are really cool, evocative scenes that look fantastic. So I am really liking these. And so that was number 1. I'm not going to look at all of these, but see how many there are. All the way to the bottom, number 27. So you have 27 punch boards. So lots of stuff there to punch out, and I really enjoy doing punch outs, so I'm looking forward to this. But yeah, no, there's a ton. I really appreciate this. It's a bag full of bags, which is great because all the different all the different enemy types that you'll be facing. So we have 4 of these guys here. I don't know what sort of Inox that is, or Algox, I guess. But you can take all of them and put them in the bag, maybe even with the cards that they use for their activations, just to keep it all organized. Very much appreciate when games include bags of bags. That way I don't have to provide my own. Look inside the box here. Quite a few things here. So this being a Court of Campaign legacy game, there are boxes within the box. So I'll take a look at one of the starter classes here. So let's take a look at the Drifter, just to see what all is in here. You can skip to the timestamp on the screen if you don't want to see any spoilers. But this is a starter class, so we have a little bit more detail on the character sheet here than we did in Gloomhaven. But that, of course, is because we have to track all of our resources. We have, looks like more perks than there were, maybe. In Gloomhaven, maybe not, I don't know. 18 perks. I think there were only 15 in Gloomhaven, so you might have a little more options for customizing your character. And then we have these masteries, which are goals you can do to get different rewards. So, end a scenario with your character tokens on the last slot of 4 persistent abilities. Okay, that might be kind of tricky to do. And so, if you can do that, you can check it off and get something. I don't know if you get another perk or whatever. So you get several copies of those per character, class, and then, of course, the other components. So we have our character board, where it explains some notes. Complexity rating, how good they are at melee, ranged, mobility, support, defense, control. All their tokens, and cards. So, lots of cool stuff here. Alright, so that's everything that comes in the Drifter's box. So let's move on. There's a bunch of cards. That's basically all that's left. We have a lot of these enemy cards here. The cards are going to use iconography for everything. So that little foot means move. Instead of it, like in Gloomhaven, being completely written out for you, move this many spaces, it'll just be icons, which we'll have to see how that goes. It's going to be a major difference for sure, but it might be good. So we have some divider cards here, which is another thing I always appreciate. Games including. So we have some dividers for the active buildings and the different events for the different seasons, and then smaller dividers for the town guards, the monster attack modifiers, the available to purchase items, the unavailable items, and everything else you might want for all your different card types. So very, very useful, and I definitely appreciate that. And here we have just a bunch of different card packs, different attack modifiers, and mostly seem to be attack modifiers. These are town guard cards, which I don't know exactly how that works. They appear to also be modifiers. I wonder if they're basically going to be essentially attack modifiers for your defense value. So these must be the goal cards. Whenever any character suffers damage from an attack that is not reduced by defense to, is that push, is added to the attack. I don't exactly know what these are, but we'll figure that out. Now these are the battle cards. So we have Accountant, Glare. Have 0 cards in your hand each time you rest. Okay, that's actually kind of interesting. Different battle goals to do there. And these are the loot cards, I imagine. So this is a gold coin, but you might have some other things in there, different resources. And looks like these are the random item cards. So we won't look too much at those. Here we have a massive stack of items. So, wow. So, Spyglass. During your attack ability, gain advantage on one attack. Okay. Pretty cool. Seems like a slightly weaker version of the Eagle Eye goggles. And then we have some 4 packs of events cards. So let's not look at those, not spoil anything. Okay, now, I think... Okay, so this tray full of cards comes out, so let's move this back. And below that is a bunch of additional stuff. So, it looks like we have some health dials and experience point dials, we have the envelopes for the different monsters. So there, to track their cards here. All the different minis, which, let's go ahead and take a look at the Drifter, just to see that. Again, if you want to skip, go ahead and do so. The timestamp there. So let's go ahead and see what the Drifter looks like. Alright, that is pretty cool looking. Quite a bit of additional detail, rather than, you know, the Gloomhaven minis weren't ever fantastic. These are much cooler looking, nice sculpted bases. There's a skull there. He's got cool club, dagger. He's got a bow on his back. You can really see those arrows. So, I'm not going to look at any more, but these look much cooler than the original Gloomhaven minis. So, very cool. Alright, so it looks like we have a bunch of envelopes. Not going to look at those. We have B, A, 90, 88, all different numbers here. So, again, not going to look at those, but they're sealed. Some of them are thicker than others, and must have some cool goodies in there. Alright, we have some more cards here. It's got some player reference cards, double-sided, very nice. Some retirement goals, I believe. Looks like the random dungeon cards to be able to make random scenarios. And then this is, looks like the building cards and the different rewards and abilities they will give you for this. So for the craftsman, you can craft items here. Big shock there. So we'll look at those later. All of these enemy cards, that's a ton. So we have the Chaos Demon, which I believe they were in Jaws of the Lion. So I have to confirm, but I don't know if they have any different stats here or whatever. So let's just let's rifle through these. A whole bunch of them. Looks like these might be the bosses, maybe? Is that right? I don't know. But yeah, lots of different guys here. Frozen Corpses, Living Spirits, Lurker Mind Sniper. That's kind of cool. Algox Ice Speaker. Lots and lots of different things. There's a couple of things like the Forest Imp and the Black Imp, which are, were already in Gloomhaven. So I wonder, how many differences there are. This is the Hound, which was, I believe, called a wolf in Gloomhaven. So maybe it's a little bit different, right? I don't know. Oh, the dreaded Ooze. Man. Thought they were, hopefully frozen, but I guess not. So lots of bosses, it looks like. So, very cool. Very cool indeed. And I will point out that all of the locked classes do have a nice little seal there, so you can tell which is a locked class. This one you should not open, whereas the other ones, like I want to say this is the Necromancer, one of the starter classes does not have one of those seals. So you can tell what's a starter class, what you've unlocked, and what you haven't unlocked. Alright, so that looks like it's everything. And this, of course, was not looking at everything that came in the game here. There's plenty of stuff that I have not looked at, plenty of stuff I don't even know what is in here, right? I mean, some sort of class, but absolutely no idea what's in here, right? But I'm not going to look at it, because I want to play the game and find out. So, try to keep this pretty spoiler-free, and, well, also not want taking up too much of your time, but thank you all so much for watching this video. I am super excited to get in here and start playing through this massive campaign. Gloomhaven is great, and I want to see what they did to change Frosthaven. What Gloomhaven did better, what Frosthaven did better. I want to see everything, and you will, of course, see me play this in the near future. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful to you, being able to see what is in the box while you wait for your copy of Frosthaven to come, and I hope it does come quickly for you all. If you did enjoy the video, please like it and consider subscribing to MalStorm Gaming to see more content just like this. Till next time, happy gaming!